Hey guys, today we are having a very special episode where we're going to settle the debate of real estate versus equity. Over the last 3 years, there has been a lot of discussions around which is a better asset class. And India currently believes that real estate is the most best asset class when it comes to making money. And most of our previous generation have become rich by investing in real estate. But in the current scenario, maybe things have changed. A lot of discussions that real estate is not giving the kind of returns that it used to. So to settle this debate for once and for all, I've got two experts in the respective categories. On my left is Rahul Ghosh, who is an expert in the equity industry. And on the right, I have Mr. Chintan Vasani, who is an expert in the real estate industry. Both of them have made tremendous amount of money in their respective fields. Can you tell a little bit about yourself, Mr. Chintan? Why should we listen to you when it comes to the real estate industry?
So, hi Sharon, I have a company called WiseBiz. We are a real estate market research, strategic planning, and a closure management company. I have been in this industry, the real estate industry, since last 10 years. 10
10 years.
years.
So you have 10 years of industry. Mr. Rahul, why should we listen to you when it comes to equity?
Great to be here first, Sharan. So I've spent all my life in financial markets, 15 years. I've been on the management of multiple companies. I've managed few hundred crore rupees in the equity and derivative space. And I'm the founder and CEO of Octonom Tech. We run a B2C platform, which is hedge.in. And we also have a large B2B business where we supply market intelligence to large corporates, funds, anybody with a lot of capital, basically.
Got it. So let's start off with what is your current net worth and asset allocation like? And I'll ask the same to you.
80% of it is in equity and in structured products, which is derivative linked products. About 15% is in real estate, but very, very specific real estate.
Okay.
And about 5% is in gold and silver. In terms of net worth, maybe a little shy of 40 is where the number stands at.
Okay, 40 CR. Yeah. What is your net worth and asset allocation like?
So, Sharon, in my case, my personal net worth is anywhere between 25 to 30. 70% of that is into real estate. 10% is in stock market. 5% is in gold. 5 is ULIP LIC plans because, if anything goes wrong, we have a thing which is taken care of. And then the remaining is liquid cash, which anything interesting in real estate comes, I can take a call of buying it.
Got it. So what sort of returns have you generated in your life through investing in equity? What is the CAGR, CAGR?
So on the equity front, I would say somewhere around 25 to 30%.
Over the last 15 years?
Over the last about, I would say 8-9 years.
So 25% every year.
Yes.
Can you tell me what are the returns that you have gotten in real estate? Like what sort of growth have you seen?
So
You've been investing for the
in
last 10
real
years.
estate, every 5 years your money doubles. And the other beauty is you are getting a rental income every month.
So yours also, I would say you're getting about 25% growth rate every year.
25% CAGR we can expect.
I want to invest in real estate. What is that step-by-step framework I should follow to know where to invest? Because a lot of people, what they do is they just buy the house.
Perfect.
Some 3 BHK house is there, they see one billboard, start 1.5 crore 3 BHK house, and they put all the life savings they put into that flat 3 BHK house, and they think that they are some expert investor.
Right.
That is what people do.
Right.
Which I think is wrong.
It's super wrong.
Super wrong.
Yes.
So what is your advice for somebody who wants to be rich? And if I'm living in any part of India, how should I approach real estate investment?
Super. So whenever you are thinking to buy real estate, I would strongly say ask your family जो आपको बोला है कि उन्होंने पैसे कैसे they have grown money in real estate. Always have a real estate consultant who is helping you buy some property. So what happens, this guy will be hand holding you throughout. One, this guy will help you in understanding what is working. और बहुत जगह पे ऐसा होता है कि that real estate broker would have people who would also want to buy that property back from you after say 2 years, 3 years. Because he knows कि भाई this person, this particular brand is ready to take it on rent. They also sign letter of intent कि once the property is ready, I'm okay to buy so and so rupees rent. So it's like an insurance policy that you can get.
No, but this is residential. I'm talking about commercial.
सी रेसिडेंशियल अगर आपने देखा कि वो मार्केट में बहुत सारा रेसिडेंशियल ऑफिस घर आ गए तो कमर्शियल तो बढ़ने ही वाला है ना. सी कमर्शियल इज नॉट ओनली ऑफिसेस. Commercial are also those kirana shops, Commercial are also those ATMs. Commercial are also those DMart ready small stores. There are small restaurants. So it is not about that fancy thing about real estate. Okay, you know those 5,000 square feet office, 2,000 square feet office. Very similar to
Because
that.
you mentioned that you try to stay away from residential, right? Because the rental yields are lower.
Residential, you can get anywhere from 3 to 4% per annum as rentals. In commercial, it is 5 to 7%.
So why would you consider residential?
क्योंकि रेसिडेंशियल का डिमांड इज मच मोर देन कमर्शियल
Okay.
एट टाइम्स. क्योंकि रेसिडेंशियल बेचना और उसको रेंट पर लगाना शरण इज मोर इजियर.
So Rahul, how would you look at your investing in equity? Can you tell me your step-by-step process of how to invest? How do you invest in the equity?
I have a simple 4-step process
Okay.
for the 50-60%, which is in vanilla equity. Number one, I make sure I'm diversified across sectors. Diversified across sectors means I would have a little bit in large caps. I would have something in public sector entities. I would have something maybe in the FMCG sector and maybe something in IT, depending on what the mode is. The next thing I look at is how much does the promoter hold of that company?
Okay.
Because only if he's vested in his own future will he look to make money for his shareholders.
Right.
Third, we look at how are the other large institutions looking into this.
Got it. So what sectors do you think is going to do well in the next 4 or 5 years in the equity segment?
Okay. I think the time for large caps is to come in FY25 and FY26 because it's not been a year of large caps for the last year or so.
So, like, how bullish are you on the India story right now? Like, how fast do you think where do you think the Nifty will be in the next 5-10 years?
In 5 years, conservatively, you would see Nifty at 50.
Really?
Yes.
It's going to be 2.5x, 2.5 times it's going to grow
100%.
in the next 5 years.
100%, about 110% of
Why
where it is
are
right.
you so bullish?
Just look at the amount of people entering this space. Now, the fastest growing sector is not AI anymore. The fastest growing sector is not electric vehicles anymore. The fastest growing sector is equity, the derivative space, whether
The number
it's
of
right
the number of demat
Exactly.
accounts rising. So, Chintan, hearing this, that he's saying that the Nifty will be 2.5 times in the next 4 years or 5 years. Will you change your asset allocation by putting more money in equity? Hearing that, do you think real estate can give that kind of
So
returns?
Sharan, I would be more bullish about real estate. You are born, hospital, real estate. You grow up, you go to a school, real estate. You go to a college, real estate. You're
School ही
married,
हो गया ना college.
you're married
हाँ.
in a hotel, again real estate. So real estate is everywhere, and at the end of the day, you have a home or not, you will think of buying a home, real estate. So real estate is actually everywhere. Real estate का एक benefit शरण क्या होता है कि today something goes wrong in some part of the country, you will see the change coming in the stock market.
हाँ.
Now that does not happen in real estate.
So
It
there's
is a
more
more
peace of mind, you're saying.
peace of mind kind of thing where people are not reacting so fast.
But how do I know what is the right price? Because when it comes to investing in stocks, I can look at the financial statements, the P&L. How do I make that call?
So there are multiple apps in real estate which a company like ours or someone who is into real estate we follow.
What apps?
It's called Index Tap by CRE Matrix. So what happens Sharan is उसमें मेरे को per day का report आता है कि आज के दिन में कितने फ्लैट्स बिके, आज के दिन में कितने स्टारबक्स नए चालू हुए, आज के दिन में कौन सी ब्रांड है जो एक्चुअली ही इज लुकिंग आउट फॉर प्रॉपर्टीज के भाई टू लीज इट आउट, या लीज कौन से रेट में हुआ उसका मुझे अग्रीमेंट भी मैं डाउनलोड कर सकता हूँ.
But this is a market value or the circle rate value? What comes over there? Because I will not disclose the real amount, no, because I will have received some amount in cash also.
I
the
don't know
industry-
who receives in cash these days
No,
in
because
Mumbai. But
would you not agree that in real estate, most of the transactions there is a cash component?
होता होगा, but usually all the matured markets, all the listed companies, there is nothing like cash or things happening in tier 1 city right now. Everything is on agreement value, and everything is bank is funding according to 80-90% of the agreement value. Do your own homework, understand, and then you invest. One more thing I want to add, bankers are the best market research for real estate. He would have the best insights. A broker will tell you कि भाई रियल एस्टेट खरीदो 5 गुना होगा 4 गुना होगा. बैंकर आपको क्या बताएगा, सर इसमें ना 100 फ्लैट है, 60 फ्लैट्स तो बिक गए. तेरे को कैसे पता? ही वुड से अरे सर 60 में से 50 बैंक लोन्स तो मैंने करा, देखो आपको दिखाता हूँ सैंक्शन लेटर, ये रेट पे मिला है. So if sanction letter is there, you get an idea about what kind of sale has happened in that particular. So bankers give you the best insights.
So what is the um, best investment you made in the stock market and the worst investment that you made in the stock market? Can you talk in terms of numbers?
Sure. We take a similar position every year in January for December.
Okay.
It's like clockwork. On January, the first week, we take a position using the December expiry. It made about a 33.5% return,
Okay.
which might not sound good because 35% markets also went up. But on an average year, when markets are flat, this would still provide to be a decent return machine. These are fully hedged. It doesn't matter to us whether COVID comes and goes, God
Maximum
forbid.
downside you're saying is like 4-5%.
In this particular strategy, yes, about 4 to 5% would be the maximum downside because of the way it is coupled.
Structured.
Yes, structured being a more
So
imperative
that is
word.
the best. Worst, what is the most amount of money you lost?
People often think that if you've been trading for 10, 15, 20 years, you've got it, you have that discipline. About 4-5 years back, I still remember I was sitting in office, not a lot of things to do on that day. It was about 2:45 in the afternoon, and I took a short straddle position. Okay, and I was losing money, of course, because we are building the world's first loss reduction engine.
No, how much did you lose?
I think I lost about 30 lakhs.
Okay, but were you stressing out that time?
No,
You were
no.
calm.
Once you know the mathematics of how things work in the markets, again, when does stress come? When you can't control the outcome. When
Because
you
you knew how to get out of it, break even.
Exactly.
You were not really stressed.
Exactly.
So, Chintan, if I had to ask you the same question, what has been the best investment in real estate for you and the worst investment in real estate? Because let's not only paint a rosy picture.
Right. I think the best investment, I think, would be one of the diagnostic centers. So we bought out a property, say around 20 or 1,000 rupees per square feet.
What is the total amount?
So the property was around, say, 1,000 square feet, and we entered at 20,000 rupees per square feet. We kept the property for 2 years. Like, we were getting interest out. We were getting a rental income out of it, which was around 0.5% per month, roughly.
Okay.
And when we sold the property, we sold it for 31,000 rupees.
Which will be around 3 crores is what you sold it for.
Right.
So you made 1 crore profit and you made 12 lakh. So 1 crore 12 lakh is what you made for an investment of 2 crores,
2 crores.
over a period of 2 years.
2 years.
So 50% money you made in 2 years.
रियल एस्टेट में मुझे एक दो बार कहाँ पे मैं रॉन्ग गया था, उसमें वही था कि आई हैड इन्वेस्टेड इन अ रेसिडेंशियल प्रॉपर्टी. आई वाज गेटिंग रेंट मच लेसर देन व्हाट आई हैड एक्सपेक्टेड. मतलब रफली अराउंड
मुंबई का एवरेज है 2% ना?
2%-3% के आसपास मुझे रेंटल इनकम मिल रहा था.
हाँ.
एंड देन व्हेन आई एक्चुअली सोल्ड द प्रॉपर्टी, उस टाइम पे मैंने बहुत ज़्यादा उसमें रिटर्न्स नहीं किया. 1 करोड़ का लेके मैंने ऑलमोस्ट सब पूरा रेंटल और वो सब कैलकुलेट करोगे, आई मेड ऑलमोस्ट 45-50 lakhs in 3 to 4 years.
And that is what you consider as a bad investment.
In real estate, yes.
Okay. So then, Rahul, after hearing what Chintan is saying, Chintan currently has 70% of his money in real estate. Now you have 80% in the stock market and only 10% in real estate. What would you say to someone like Chintan for him to maybe increase in his investment in equity?
Number one, although real estate is a good vehicle for the retail, so I'll give you an example how I believe retail buys real estate. Retail will look at a condominium which has 500 homes. The builder will give it at a very low cost, very attractive cost, and he'll think, okay, I'm getting this price, I'm getting this flat at a low cost, and buy it. Now, when the same gentleman or lady goes to sell this, there are 500 other people looking to sell the exactly same specification. And that is where he faces the trouble. When he's going to rent it out, there are 500 other people doing the same specification trying to rent it out. Number two, I would say, is that you're not in control of the narrative. Yes, the eventual story will look good. Yes, 5 years from now, you can liquidate at a higher cost possibly. But again, we don't know if that is 1 year, 2 years, 5 years or 10 years. अगर आप कंट्रोल कर सकते हो कि मेरा डाउनसाइड 4% होगा, बट 25% तो मिलेगा ही. Okay, if you could control that narrative, if you had that kind of intel, wouldn't that be better कि 4.5% पे रुक गया. रियल एस्टेट में आपका 1 करोड़ रुपए 80 भी जा सकता है. इवेंचुअली आई बाय योर पॉइंट कंप्लीटली. 1 करोड़ 50 जा सकता है. इफ यू होल्ड ऑन टू इट, द प्राइस विल गो अप. सो आई कंप्लीटली बाय इनटू दैट प्रेमिस. बट वो 1 करोड़ का 90 या 1 करोड़ का 80 या वो 1 करोड़ का 70, यू आर नॉट इन कंट्रोल ऑफ द नैरेटिव. And when you're selling it, because the whole shebang is selling with you, let's say COVID like happened, people needed cash, everybody was selling. वो liquidity lock हो जाता है. And third and more importantly, if real estate does well, like आपने कहा, the companies who own real estate companies will do well. Why not own the companies who have the buildings, the flats, the offices, the malls, and control their entire growth story vis-a-vis one entity in that growth story?
So,
That is-
Chintan, now it's your turn. I'm going to ask you the same
Hmm.
question. As somebody who is investing 70% in real estate, what would you say to someone like Rahul, who is investing only 10% or 15% in real estate?
रियल एस्टेट कुछ लोगों के लिए ऐसा है कि यार मैं रेंट पे रहूंगा तो चलेगा. लाइक आई इवन सीन अ फ्यू योर वीडियोस वे यू से कि रेंटल इज ओके इफ इट मेक्स सेंस फॉर यू, बट देयर वुड बी वन पॉइंट वेयर रेंटल्स विल नॉट बी अफोर्डेबल. It will not make sense for you. But at the same time, if you start your journey today, you can own that particular house. I'll be more secured. Secondly, मुझे पता है मैंने जहाँ पे इन्वेस्ट किया है एक पोर्शन ऑफ माई रियल एस्टेट, लाइक आई एम a lot invested into real estate because I understand real estate. But there are others, I would not suggest कि आपका 70-80% पोर्टफोलियो आप रियल एस्टेट का रखो, बट आपका मेजॉरिटी पोर्टफोलियो या एक कंसिडरेबल अमाउंट आपने रियल एस्टेट का रखना चाहिए. क्यों? क्योंकि ये कभी आपका जीरो नहीं होगा जैसे कभी स्टॉक मार्केट में हो सकता है. In real estate, if an amount is invested, you will always have that money safe. You might earn a rental income, or if you're staying in that house, you will have that kind of a sigh of relief कि I own a house. कल जाकर कुछ भी हुआ, I have a house which I have of my own.
In equity, let's assume it goes 30% lower. I can still pay for that expense. The only trouble is in real estate, I can't pay for that expense. I'm stuck because 500 other people have the same house, or 100 people in the same condominium have the same house. So, completely agree. 30% it can go down in equity, but I can still liquidate 70% and pay for XYZ. It's not a good decision. I completely buy that. But I don't even have that option in real estate because most people in India buy houses on loan.
But in stock market, when you invest, you can only invest the money that you have, not
हाँ जी.
on that 1 crore house. So the एक benefit real estate का एक ये है कि you are able to enter in a 1 crore house with an initial investment of 20 lakhs. और जब वो ग्रो होगा और आप उसको एंजॉय भी कर रहे हो ना, सी अगेन शरण, लेट मी से आई एम वन ऑफ दैट पर्सन हु डजंट थिंक मैं जिस घर में रह रहा हूँ इज एन इन्वेस्टमेंट. आई थिंक इट्स माई होम, और कल वो 3x 4x 5x भी होता है, वो मेरा घर रहने वाला है.
You will not
और
sell it.
कल मैं नहीं, आई विल सेल इट इफ आई वांट टू अपग्रेड, बट देन वो वापस घर में ही जाने वाला है. लाइक दैट विल गो इन माई investment, that is going to go in my home only. So that is not something that I'm going to use as an investment thing for me. Of course, but कल जाके मुझे कोई अच्छा इन्वेस्टमेंट बिजनेस में कुछ मिल रहा है तो उस घर पे आप लोन भी ले सकोगे. आज मेरे पास वो पैसा है. आई फील इन्वेस्टिंग इनटू रियल एस्टेट इज द मोस्ट लिक्विड थिंग.
So let me ask you guys one last final question, which should be the blueprint for people watching this. We are talking about a 25 to 30-year-old person living in a metro city, tier 1 city. They have about 10 lakhs of savings. Their primary objective is to become financially free, meaning they don't want to work for money anymore. The money that they have invested works for them. What is your blueprint for this kind of a person, step by step?
If he has or she has 25 lakhs,
No, 10 lakhs of savings.
10 lakhs of savings, though I wouldn't suggest any form of real estate in all honesty because it's too small a corpus. They can be conservative and keep 50% of it in completely liquid, safe assets. I'm not talking about an FD, I'm talking about an index ETF
Okay.
where you can still pull out at any time, where it is index
Like a
linked.
Nifty 50 ETF.
ETF, absolutely. I would say keep 25% in structured products or hedged products, or at least 20% where you have some upside potential. And the rest 25%, I would say, have a combination of mutual funds. That is something I would recommend. Maybe a mixture of a large cap, something which has gold and silver also in it, and something of mid cap, so that you have a good healthy basket. I would say this combination would ensure you have liquidity, you're participating in the 50 biggest stocks, you have some risk appetite of 20-25% to make those larger returns, And that's a healthy basket to have.
And after what wealth would you say someone to get into real estate?
I would say if you have at least 30, 35 lakhs and the down is 10 lakhs, the down payment you're making is 10 lakhs. In Bombay, I don't know what you would get, maybe a kitchen. But otherwise, 35 lakhs is the bare minimum if you have to get into real estate, and 35 lakhs liquid, mind you.
Yeah.
35 lakhs liquid.
So what is your blueprint?
So अगर मेरे पास 10 lakhs हो तो I would select a micro market in or near Mumbai which makes sense for me.
What is micro market?
A market which is not the downtown or not the city. I would look for a property in the range of 20-25 lakhs.
मिलता है 20-25 lakhs का property.
So you get property, like, to my best knowledge, one property which we also, one of the projects that we are also handling, you can start your home buying journey at 17,99,000.
Okay, so you'll go to a micro market.
I'll go
and
to a
then-
micro market. I would buy that particular property. I would also think about, I'll have an option also of a small shop in that particular property, like a kirana store or something. My target would be get a sure shot 5% per annum as a rental income out of it.
Okay.
जिससे मुझे पता है कि मुझे उतना पैसा मिल रहा है, जिससे एक EMI का पार्ट अगर इन केस मुझे थोड़ा वो अपग्रेड करना है प्रॉपर्टी, तो मैं वो टेक केयर कर सकूँ. एंड माई टारगेट इन नेक्स्ट 5 years वुड बी टू टेक, like, make some money out of it and switch somewhere else.
तो वो डबल हो जाएगा वो मैंने.
एटलीस्ट 4 to 5 years में ट्राई करूंगा. अभी मेरा उसमें वो टाइम पे गेम क्या होगा कि 5 के बदले में 3 साल में वो कर पाया, 2.5 साल में कर पाया. सो माई टारगेट वुड बी समथिंग लाइक दैट. सो यू नो, गेटिंग अ गुड ATM. आजकल क्या होता है, बैंक्स का जो ATM होता है, इट्स लाइक अ कोटक बैंक और XYZ बैंक, दे टेक 80 square feet, 90 square feet. So bank ATM is grade A property. So I get 20% more when I'm going to sell. So, you know, my more focus would be getting a good person, renting it out to them, and then growing it.
Got it. But both of you all are in agreement that until I have at least 30-40 lakhs of liquid, I will not buy a house.
See, the problem, Sharan, what happens is you buy, but वो जब भी बेचना पड़ता है, when you are not able to service, that is the very worst feeling someone can go through. तो आप उतना ही invest करो जो कि आप digest कर सको. Be ready. Like, if you saw my portfolio, मैंने आपको बताया, मैंने लिक्विड और FDs में भी पैसे उसी के लिए रखे कि नेक्स्ट 6 months में सर्वाइव कर पाऊंगा, पेइंग ऑल द माई डेली एक्सपेंसेस, टेकिंग केयर ऑफ माई स्टाफ. दैट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट बिकॉज इफ अ पर्सन लाइक मी, आई हैव एन ऑप्शन टू, लाइक, यू नो, डू ट्रेडिंग. मेरा आधा टाइम तो वो ऑप्शंस कितना हुआ उसमें रहेगा. आई एम हैविंग अ पॉडकास्ट विद शरण, मेरा ध्यान रहेगा कि भाई बात करते करते यार उसमें कितना हुआ. अ पर्सन लाइक मी, person like sir would be different. Like, you know, he has so much experience. He has seen 30 lakhs go away in a day. मेरे को कोई बोलेगा कि 30 लाख तेरा एक दिन में वाइप ऑफ हो जाएगा, तो मैं बोलूंगा भाई, आई डोंट वांट टू मेक सो मच मनी, बट आई वांट टू मेक श्योर वो पैसा बढ़ना ही चाहिए. इन रियल एस्टेट आई कैन से पैसा लेट आएगा, पर पैसा चला जाएगा ना शरण, वो रियल एस्टेट में सुनने में कम आता है.
So to end it off with a fun note, would you guys give each other 1 crore to manage each other's money?
I'll give him 50 lakhs and keep 50 lakhs for myself. फिर मैं वो 5 साल में स्टडी करूंगा कि उन्होंने 50 lakhs में कितना ग्रोथ हुआ और मेरा जो चल रहा है अभी उसमें कितना ग्रोथ हुआ.
Okay.
और फिर मैं नेक्स्ट 5 years के बाद, so I'll do 5 yearly plan according to me.
Would you give 1 crore to him?
I would definitely give him 1 crore as long as the 3 contours or caveats of how I invest in real estate is kept intact.
What are those?
Number one, I look at co-living spaces which have 4-5 years of already company contracts with international companies. Quite a few of them coming up right now. Number two, I look at where the Airbnb market is booming, which is very specific pockets in India, and there is always less supply, like a Goa or maybe an Alibag or things like that, to give you an example. Number three, I would look at a place where a large corporation is buying up land because of the development to follow. As long as it follows in these 3 contours, I'm happy.
Can you help him with that?
I'll share my number and we should get 100% will be super helpful to you.
Perfect. Thank you so much, guys. I think this was a very, very fun yet very informative and very technical discussion. And to the audience out there who is watching this video, I hope this was very informative. And if you want to have any other sort of competition, as I would say, in terms of investing strategies, let us know in the comment section, and we will bring the right guests for you guys to have this sort of a in-depth discussion. Thank you so much, guys, and we'll see you in the next one.